Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Shopball episode 40. This is. I don't know why I said that like Yoda, but
That deserves episode 40. This is.
Thanks for joining us again, episode 40. My name is Ben.
My name is Nick.
My name is Joe.
Is it usually go that way?
Like the order? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm
Always.
Been doing this for 40 episodes now, Dave.
Strong start.
And I'm Dave.
I mean, this is the man that gave us fresh guild, fresh taste. So
Yeah.
Fresh
we should
guild,
expect
fresh
it.
taste.
I thought
Fresh
it.
shuffle,
I
guys.
when Nick hesitated right there. And then he went. I was like, wait,
Oh.
doesn't it go? Ben, I'm Joe. I'm Nick. I'm Dave.
That's where you're wrong.
It just got very dark in my room all of a sudden.
I didn't notice any difference, to be honest.
It did,
with you.
yeah. The sun. There's a big cloud moving in, probably about to rain. So
Okay, so I either had $1 million idea or it already exists and I just haven't seen it. But adult Capri Suns?
like alcoholic.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, just bigger Capri Suns for adults.
that's probably like
It's gotta
not an
exist, right?
official thing, but I'm sure people make them.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a thing, right?
What's your favorite flavor of Capri Sun?
What are the flavors?
They all kind of taste. I mean,
I don't think I really have Capri Suns. I would have.
Well, this is tropical punch and it's alright. Lemonade's bomb.
I always like the orange. I was a big.
Orange is good. Pacific Cooler tastes like armpit sweat.
I love
or maybe it's
Huggies,
tropical
man.
cooler.
Huggies.
Huggies all taste the same.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they're just
It's
really
just
sugary.
sugar.
It's sugar water. That's all it is.
Did you know they make big Huggies? Big versions of Huggies?
Like adult Huggies.
You were telling me this. and-
Yeah, because Huggies,
Yeah.
like the little ones are called like quarter waters, and then they have the 50. They have the 50-cent or the 75-cent waters, and that's like what the big ones are, I guess. But I've never seen them.
See,
I don't know that.
I wouldn't get Capri Suns. My mom would get Kool-Aid Jammers.
Oh,
Kool-Aid
yes.
Jammers are better, for sure.
Or the
Yeah.
Cool Burst, the Twist.
Because I was gonna say I don't think I've not that I've never had a Capri Sun, but I was trying to figure out what I used to have, and Kool-Aid Jammers is what I
Yeah.
had. And those are the bomb.com.
Okay, so like this is what I tried to do at your party, where they just cut the top off, and then
I took my top
Like-
off. Was that close enough?
no, it's not. It's not. They cut the top part of the Capri Sun off. They drink some out, and then pour booze in there,
Mhm.
which obviously like that would work by all means.
You
But I
want
feel
want
like-
it sold with alcohol.
Yeah.
Like, give me this. That's already a cocktail.
I feel like they'd have to go through
Like,
so
it
many legal, like, I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
I don't think he wants Capri Sun to make them.
No, I don't.
oh, you're saying.
He just wants
Yeah.
he just wants a pouch of alcohol. That's what he
It
wants.
could be like Pant Moon or something, you know?
oh, pant like yeah, Capri's
yeah,
pants.
yeah.
Got it. Pant Moon.
Yeah.
I hate
Pant
you.
or whatever. I know,
Yeah.
Dave. Okay, but like,
Short Moon.
Yo, I'd have Kool-Aid with some type of mix in there. I would.
yeah, it'd be good.
Like a
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid Jammer.
Probably with Kool-Aid with vodka would be like the go-to.
I haven't had Kool-Aid in so
I wonder
long.
how good a Capri Sun or like a Kool-Aid Jam or whatever would be with this Smirnoff Ice vodka that I have.
Probably really good.
Probably pretty good, yeah.
I've got Kool-Aid in my pantry right now.
I thought you were gonna say.
I know. I
In my pants.
In my pantry.
Kool-Aid in
My
like
pantalones.
like the kind you make with the
Yeah, like the powder.
Yeah. Just
I don't have
unload on the sugar.
If I had like any juice in my house, I would try it with this vodka. But I
Just drink
don't.
it straight, dog.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
alone.
When I was in like middle school and elementary school, in my lunch every day, I had one of those like single packets of Kool-Aid or lemonade that you would just like dump in a
Oh, like
water
the little,
bottle
like,
and
Oh,
shake it up. It was a highlight, man, for
Like,
sure.
dude,
Yo, you know what I saw
Elementary school
of
was
those?
lit.
Root beer. But it's
Root
not.
beer?
Yeah, but it's not carbonated. Isn't that disgusting?
That is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's gross.
That's more of like just like a vanilla flavored drink then.
No, dude, it tastes like I bought it.
Tastes
It was
like
single pack.
Does
dirt?
it taste like flat root beer?
Yes, and it's gross.
Yeah.
That ain't it, man.
I feel like you're supposed to pour it in like seltzer water or something, but I mean,
Who just has seltzer water?
exactly. Oh,
Ah,
you good?
yeah, my phone fell.
Dude, the way you panned up there was like,
Yeah, you were like,
I don't know why that was so funny.
Well, because I rest my phone on my monitor,
Oh,
and I got an email, so my phone vibrated and it fell. That darn email.
the darn
Um,
emails.
That darn email.
I just looked up fun adult drinks.
Hey, Dave, get
Fun.
the mic out of your mouth. God damn.
oh my god.
Sorry.
Fun adult drink.
Let me back this up here.
So is this fun drinks for adults, or is it drinks for fun adults? And are those the same thing?
They are the same
No.
thing.
They are not the same thing.
I'm getting conflicting sources.
Well, because fun drinks for adults is a fun drink that any adult can drink. But a drink for a fun adult is almost always.
Did anyone just hear my my moan that came out of my mouth?
No.
I literally like breathed in, and I obviously you didn't hear, but I just heard it in my ears. Mm.
I hope that your mic picked it up so that we can hear it
Yeah,
back.
if
Wait.
you're listening at home, play it back.
Yeah.
I should just.
And
Oh
then
wait.
put in the comments what you thought about it.
Let's...
That's so... Okay. All right. So as we often sort of generally within the first like 10 minutes, we do a weekly story. So we're gonna do that now, and Joe's got something that happened to him this week that he's gonna tell us about.
I do got something that happened to me this week. I need to burp. No, it's not coming. I was at Disney Springs the other day, and I was with a group of people, and we were getting drinks. And we went to they've got an Irish restaurant there, Irish pub, I guess you could call it. And they've got an outdoor bar. So we went to the outdoor bar, went to get a drink, and we walk up to the drink. We're getting like 6 drinks. We walk up, and the bartender is standing there, and he's talking to like a couple that are sitting on the opposite side of the bar. And he's just having a casual conversation with them. Like, they're not ordering drinks, they're just talking and having a good time. So I'm like, all right, well, we'll just wait here. And like, he noticed us too, so he'll get us eventually. He stood there talking to them for 10 minutes before he came over to us to take our order. There was nobody else at the bar. It was dead at Disney Springs. It was 2 people who already had their drinks. They were just talking to this bartender, and then us standing there for 10 minutes without him even acknowledging our existence. And he kept glancing over at us, and we were like visibly ready to order our drinks because there wasn't a lot of options, just a couple of Irish beers. And 10 minutes we stood there, and I was like, I do get angry easily, but like when it comes to like, yeah, when it comes to like, people who work in the food industry, I have a lot of patience for them or with them because like they have, their job is they deal with idiot people all day long. So like I understand it. But like if you're going to make me wait 10 minutes at a bar for a drink, I'm going to get pissed off. And like I was starting to get angry at the end of those 10 minutes, and I was like, I swear to God, I just want my drink. And then he finally made us our drinks, and he made mine wrong. And all I asked for was 2 what were they? They were pear ciders. And I was like, I want 2 pear ciders. And he's like, you want them large or small? I was like, might as well make them large because I want to get drunk. And and he gave me the wrong drink. And I was like, dude, it's pear cider. Not the dark ale, pear cider.
That's what he gave you?
He gave me a tall, dark beer. It was it wasn't Guinness, but it was like something along those lines. And I was like, this isn't whatever. He's like, you wanted a large though, right? I was like, I wanted pear cider, the third one over.
He's like, I got the large right though. Right?
But then, well, he asked me, he's like, those are small, right? And I'm like, I mean, I said large. He's like, oh, well, pear cider doesn't come in large. I'm like, then why did you even ask me in the first place? Like,
He just
Dude
hated
made-
you guys from the beginning.
yeah, dude made absolutely no sense. And I was like, I can't even fucking believe this. And I was just getting so annoyed and finally gave me drinks. And it took another 3 minutes easily for him to just bring over the device so I could pay. I was like, let me just pay for my 2 pear ciders and walk the fuck away.
Parasite.
And needless to say, I did not tip him, which I did feel a little bit bad about. But like, I was so frustrated at that point. I was like, I waited 15 minutes easily just to consume 1 sip of my beverage. There's no tip.
Why didn't
isn't it-
any of you guys say anything to him while you were
He
standing
was
there
deep
for
in
10?
conversation, and none of us, I don't know, like, what are we going to be like, hey, we're ready to order? Like, I don't know. It was like,
Precisely.
Maybe.
You could have tried.
we
Yeah.
could have
But you
tried.
said
We
there
did
weren't-
not.
There weren't many people there. Like
There
it
wasn't
would've-
anybody there.
it
So,
would've
like,
been
if you normally
weird.
walk, yeah, like, if you walk into a bar or walk up to a bar, there's generally a lot of people, the bartenders, they get to you when they get to you. Whereas here, it was just like, he saw us, he looked at us, and then just went back to these 2 people sitting there. And then even after we walked away, he went right back to them and was just chatting with them the entire time. And I'm like, what are, like, I'm assuming they were, like, friends or they'd been there long enough where they had struck up a nice long conversation with him, but I was very flustered. And we ordered drinks again at last call, and we tipped him then, but, like,
What time is your last
that
call?
time,
I was gonna ask. Yeah.
normally Springs is open till, like, midnight, but the other day it was only open till 10, so last call was, like,
9:45.
10:05 technically. Yeah, they stayed open late for some reason. So it was like 10:05 when he was like, "We're doing last call if anybody wants any more drinks." And I was like, "All right, I'll get 2 more pear ciders, please." Thanks.
Two. 2.
So like he definitely stepped his game up at last call, but when we first walked in, he just didn't even acknowledge that 8 people who were getting drinks did not, or they had walked in, and I was just like, "Dude, this is your one job as bartender. You've got a grand total of 10 people at the bar. 2 had already been there, and then 8 of us walked in. It's like all you have to do is focus on these drinks. That's all you have to do."
So 8 people, only 6 drinks?
Yes, not everyone was drinking.
Responsible.
Responsibility. The DDs.
I'm not gonna lie. I would be terrified to be a bartender. I really would.
Yeah, I would
Not,
not wanna do
not
that.
like conversation, but making the drinks. Because if you fuck,
Yeah.
you're gonna hear about it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, I don't know. The conversation part too for me.
Yeah. 100%.
Depends on who it is. Yeah, that's true.
Well, because I know
Well, it's
100%
like
I'd
weird
get these weird people like
Yes. Yeah.
like White Horse Buddy from last week. All right? I'd get him
Yeah.
at the bar.
White horse buddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
there
yeah,
you go,
yeah.
Ben. Yes.
well, Dave, you're not also like not a hot girl, so
Well,
it
right.
probably wouldn't be that bad.
What?
You-
I would say, wait, what?
Are you
said-
saying?
Am I
Dave?
following you, Ben?
I don't know if I'm following Ben either. Because are you saying the
Joe?
bartender's the hot girl? Or
I
the...
think I'm on board. I think if you were saying
Okay.
that like hot girls
Okay.
who are bartenders have it more difficult.
Oh yeah, I know
Yeah.
that. They got the old guys.
Yeah, they got
That
the
fucking-
creeps.
They got the
Yeah.
creepers, dude. Like when we went
Yeah.
to Louis, or not, where did we go?
Red Robin.
I was gonna say what? Louis.
Well, no, Red Robin, but no, where did we just go?
Leo.
Leo's, that's what I meant, not Louis. Leo's, there were like 2 old guys sitting there too, and that's why I was like, I don't want to be like that guy when I'm older who just sits at the bar
Yeah.
alone,
The
One
In the
drink.
middle of the day.
You won't, dude, you won't be alone. I'll be right there with him.
Yeah.
creeping on a 27-year-old female. You
The
know,
worst is like Applebee's.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh yeah.
those guys
I
are
will
strange.
say, I'm not proud to admit I have sat at the bar once at an Applebee's.
You've told this before
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the podcast.
That's right. That's right. Had one drink and then left.
Yeah.
I
That's
was not
one too
alone though.
many,
I
but-
was not alone, but still.
Okay.
I
It
think
was-
I think we should just all go to Applebee's bar and experience it.
No.
No.
That's just not a place
Not
where you
unless
sit at the bar.
trivia's happening,
Yeah, trivia. You go there when trivia's happening.
which is never. R.I.P.
A rip. I found this drink from Fun Drinks for Adults. Fun Adult Drinks. by the way. It's called Drunk Little Kid. No, sorry, Drunk Lil Kids, right?
What?
And it's raspberry vodka, green apple vodka, island punch pucker, peach schnapps,
There you go. Good job, Dave.
a splash of blue Caraco.
Carousel.
How is that Carousel? Caraco.
Oh,
Caraca.
Actually, it's like Curacao, but it's just it's
Spell
just
it
easier
for
for me
me,
to say
bud.
Carousel.
kerosene.
It's kerosene.
Curacao.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a country.
Carac. What?
Curacao.
Curacao is a country?
It's also a drink. It is blue and has oranges on the label.
Interesting. Well, and then lemon lime soda, sour Patch Kids.
Ooh.
And there's like Sour Patch Kids just floating at top, so that's why it's called Drunk Little Kids.
It might be a little too like for me. You know? like when it hits the back of your throat.
A little too. From Nick, thank you. I just found the clip that I'm
Yeah,
uploading
I
this
knew
week.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
It's so true, though.
That's
I totally feel like it might
yeah.
be.
Yeah, like I'm already feeling like it. Like
Well, if one of the ingredients is pucker, I'm gonna assume it's gonna be sour.
You're gonna be puckering up. Yeah, that was the most fun one
I
I've
also
found.
don't like the name.
Drunk
Yeah.
Little
Little
Kids.
Kids.
I feel like a little uncomfortable.
If you guys had to
Yeah,
think,
let me get a drunk little kids.
Yeah,
Can I get some drunk little
Huh?
kids over here?
can't order that.
If you had to think, Electric Shark with Captain Morgan. Let's see what this is. Okay, it's
Hey, Dave.
it's in a different language, I think.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
Remember that time that you moved the mic away from your mouth, but now you lean forward to talk more into the mic?
I feel like he can't hear me.
We can. Trust me, you're always the loudest on the podcast.
Oh, okay. I'll back it up to like here. How am I doing? Okay. Oh, here we go. 4 ounces of Captain Morgan. Look at this thing. That looks delicious.
Ooh.
Wow.
So,
Nice
first of
color.
all, Electric Shark. Boom. Sharky, you can't see me. Focus up. Focus up. Thank you. Electric Shark. Sharky. Boom. Captain Morgan. Captain Morgan's the bomb. So 4 ounces
This might
Captain.
answer your question. Captain Morgan was created in 1944.
Okay. Thank you.
44.
1944.
I bet David. Hope you've had a good Thursday.
What?
Being haunted right now.
Okay. Captain Morgan, 4 ounces. 8 ounces of blue Carousel. How is it Carousel? It's C-U-R.
He's gonna be
It's
fixated
cur.
on this
It's
the whole episode.
Cur. You know what? Hey.
You can say Curacao if you'd like.
Curacao. Okay. You know what? Google. Google.
Like so like bitchy the way you just typed. Like you know what?
Google.
Curacao. Pronunciation. Okay.
Good.
Curacao. Curacao.
Curacao.
Let's oh my god.
Curacao.
Curacao. You gonna take forever to say Curacao, or are you just gonna say Carousel?
Curacao. What do you mean take forever? Curacao. Whatever. Anyways, 4 ounces Captain
Sounds so
Morgan.
pretentious.
8 ounces. So wait, so is Curacao alcohol?
Yeah.
Damn. 8 ounces of this? Okay.
Well, it's not like something you would drink. Like you could like just drink vodka straight.
It's
but,
kinda
like
like
you
a
wouldn't
topper?
drink this straight. You mix it with something.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's a liqueur.
And then 16 ounces pineapple juice. Not really feeling that. And then topped with ginger
Pineapple
beer.
juice?
Ginger beer
Ginger?
Ginger
Oh, ginger beer. I was gonna say just
topped with ginger.
That looks delicious.
Just
I
a
wa-
whole clove of ginger.
That sounds so good, bro.
It does. Next time I go to a bar, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, could I get an Electric Shark, man?" think they
Yeah, not
got
everybody
that?
knows what those are.
I was gonna say they'll be like, what?
I'm gonna be like, yo, you know what an electric shark is? Yeah, I want 3 of them.
3, you say?
Yeah.
Yep, I want that one. I want it.
That sounds good.
Good for you, Dave. You go get that.
I will. Tropical depression? What?
Story of my life.
Okay.
Tropical depression.
Why is there curacao in everything?
Because it's a good thing to add. It's a very like sweet addition to any beverage.
This tropical depression has vodka, gin, rum, and curacao in it. 4 different types of elk.
Yeah.
Of elk.
Of elk.
Yes.
4 different types of elk. Oh man.
All right.
So, I had a freaking. Are we done with this conversation?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. I play softball for my church. You guys know this. And I've played since I was like 14. So our season got canceled this year because of the Roner, you know?
The Roner.
But there's still some people that want to play. So like the coaches all had a meeting and they decided to do that. They're not going to do a league, but on like one night a week, anybody that wants to play can just show up and we'll just, have like not an official game or anything, but we'll play. So we went for the first time on Monday this week, and it was my team against a team from the division below us. So there's 3 divisions, and so we're in Division 2 because we decided to move down. We were in Division 1 for like 3 years, and it just started to get not as fun. It was super competitive, and we just weren't having as good of a time anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So we moved down to Division 2 to have more fun and take it less seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
So, but the way it works, you decide that you're gonna have a team and you're gonna start. They just put you in Division 3. So even if you're like a freaking God Squad, you get put in Division 3 and you just destroy
God
everybody.
Squad.
Right? So and then every year the best team in Division 3 moves up to Division 2. The worst team from Division 2 moves down to Division 3. Same thing with 2 to 1 and 1 to 2. So we're in Division 2 now, and we came in second in Division 2 last year. And we're playing this team on Monday as a Division 3 team. So
sack
in our
butts,
heads,
right?
well, we're kind of okay, they're probably not good, but we were a Division 3 team at one point because we were brand new. So they could technically be better than we're giving them credit for.
Right.
Okay.
But then we see them, and we're like,
They're worse than they're getting them credit for.
they're oh my lord. There was at least 4 guys on the team that were over 70.
What?
70 years old.
70?
Why are they still
Damn.
walking?
I mean,
It
I
had
respect
to be.
that. I respect that, but
What, Dave? You
six-
assume they hit 70,
late-
they can't walk anymore?
Precisely.
Late 60s, early 70s, I would guess. And
Jesus.
one of them was a freaking stud. He was actually sick with it, He was still good out there. But the other 3, he was sick with it. But the other 3 were garbage, and they just ran their mouth the whole time. And I was like, bro, shut up.
You're
then-
trash.
And then there was this other dude.
Yo, it froze out your eyes just wide.
Me?
It's hilarious.
And then there was this other dude who was probably 5'8" tall and probably 5'8" wide.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you were.
Big old
I
square.
got confused when you first said he's probably 5'8". He was I didn't hear the I thought you said something in between tall and 5'8", so I was like, what do you mean he's 5'8" and tall? Like, that's not tall.
No.
Not 5'8" tall, 5'8" wide.
5'8" wide.
No. He was a large man, and he was wearing a cutoff t-shirt that went all the way down.
Yeah.
So you could see everything.
Oh no.
And so
Man's got to stay cool.
Yeah, for real. I'll remember that.
It was scary, to be honest. But then, so at one point, he was on second base. I was playing third base, which I don't normally play, but we were just fooling around, so it was fun. I was playing third base. There's a hit, like a hard hit right at our center fielder. So he's running to third base.
Oh, he's sliding in you.
Center fielder gets the ball, comes up, and he just like throws a laser right to me. So this dude's like barely halfway by the time I get the ball. So like I catch it, and we're just like goofing around and shit. So like I catch the ball, and instead of like going and tagging him with it, I just put my glove down right in front of the base and just hold it there because he's coming. Like he has to come. So like I'm just standing there holding my glove there, like right on the base, right in front of the base, just to like wait to tag him. And this dude's running. You know? And I don't know if he just couldn't stop or didn't, but he stepped on my arm.
And did it break your arm?
No.
Was he wearing cleats?
No, he was just wearing sneakers.
Okay.
But like half his foot was
He just
like on the back of my hand. Like he stepped on my glove with half his foot, and the other half was just on my forearm. He just stepped on me, and like it hurt. Like
Yeah.
it didn't feel good.
Yeah, dude, if he's
So,
5'8"
like-
tall, 5'8" wide, he's got to at least weigh 580.
I think that is how math works. Yeah. I don't. So like
think he
he steps on me, doesn't say a word, just goes and sits down.
He's out
Because
blood.
he was out.
Dude.
And then, like, you know, I tossed the ball back to the pitcher. Tyler's playing shortstop. So he's got a front row seat to this whole thing. And he just walks over and he's like, how did that 500 pounds feel coming crashing down on your arm? And I'm like, you know, man, not too good.
Did you say anything like when he stepped on your arm? Did you say like ow or anything, or just?
No, I didn't say anything. I was just like, how do you step on a person's arm?
And not even apologize for it.
Not
He probably
even
thought it was the
acknowledge
base, you know?
Maybe
I don't know, man. I don't know.
everything.
It was so strange.
Everything went black after he stepped on your arm.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Just kidding. When the fat man stepped on my arm. It was just odd. And then my whole forearm was just red the rest of the night
Yeah, I bet.
from him stepping on it.
Wow.
And then, okay, there's this other dude on their team. Had to be at least like 75.
There's no.
He was the oldest one.
I can't
for sure.
see like a 75-year-old guy playing
I'll
softball.
send you a pic next time we go.
Okay.
Play him again.
Nick, you in a
We're
different
playing him
room?
again next Monday.
Yeah, Dave, my connection was really bad upstairs, so I moved downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Did you just see
I was
Nick? Like, is this the first time you're seeing him today?
I just I noticed because I was looking at his hair and I was like, Nick's hair looks different, and then I was like, hey, it's a different room.
Like, hey, that wall looks different too.
This door's not normally right there.
Excuse the disgusting wallpaper from probably the 90s.
Well, what are you gonna do?
The splotchiness. Anyway, 75-year-old.
Yeah, and he was pitching at one point, which was like weird, and like I was nervous because like if I hit a ball back at this man, like there's no way
he's
he
dead.
can react in time.
You're gonna kill him. He will die.
I would murder that man. And he was just like running his freaking mouth all the time. Like he was just saying weird shit. And I'm like, bro, just shut up and throw the ball. But he was wearing gray sweatpants, like baggy gray sweatpants, and basketball shorts.
Basketball shorts over the sweatpants?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a look right there. That's a fashion statement.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
That man
And
was
then-
trying to make a point.
Yeah, I'll have to try that one. Man.
He was okay. So he wasn't bald, but like, you know that like the point when you're old and you have like no hair here, but on the sides.
Yeah.
So he had that going on, and he had a mask that like he was wearing when, like they were walking over and stuff, like from the cars. He had it on. Actually, he didn't have it on. He just had it like under his chin. So it's like, what?
What's the
Don't
point?
even get me started. But while we were playing, he flipped it around and put it on. Like it was hooked under his ears, went up, and covered the back of his head.
He doesn't want to get sunburned, you know?
Yo, honestly,
It
probably.
was 7:30 p.m.
Oh.
He wanted to make it look like he just had more hair. He just...
Oh, no.
Why?
Was it the part that was on his mouth that was also on his head, or was it like inside out at that point?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, sir. No, sir.
Same freaking.
And
Me and Tyler are
ears,
looking at
like-
this dude. Yeah,
Boy's got to have some strong earlobes to hold that mask there.
for sure. Me and Tyler just standing there, and we're just like, oh, what?
What?
Why is he? What? What?
What are you doing?
And then there was another dude, another one of the dudes who was 70 plus. He looked like he had spent his day painting houses. Then he just like rolled up to the baseball or the softball diamond. He had white pants, not baseball pants, because baseball pants are white sometimes.
Dude, just
But
white
they were like
pants.
white cargo pants and a long sleeve white T-shirt, both just covered in paint.
Just like all different colors.
You have the paint mask
Yeah.
on, too? Hanging around his
Yeah,
neck?
the
So-
full fit.
Heavy duty.
Dude, someone at work had one of those for a mask.
I've seen a couple of them.
It's like you can't simply go buy a $5 pack of reusable masks.
There was a kid at school, like the day before we stopped going to school. He had a respirator that like pumped air into, it was like a pump that he. It was, I don't know how to explain it, but it like turned on.
There was a machine that breathed for
Yeah.
him. He didn't have to breathe.
No, and he like didn't have breathing problems. He didn't need the oxygen.
Just a dude.
It was just a dude.
Weird.
My God, I had yesterday at work. Had people on my truck, and now So I think I may have told you this before, but when we first reopened, we were allowing guests to take their mask off when they got onto the truck.
Oh.
So they were allowed to sit down, take their mask off, and
Which is
breathe
pretty
on
s-
everything and
pretty
everyone.
stupid.
Very stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they recently changed it, and by recently I mean like 2 days ago. They made it to where now they are required to wear masks at all times on the truck, and we have to now tell them that. So before it was we would tell them to take their masks off if they wanted to, and then it was don't say anything at all about the masks, just don't acknowledge that they exist, even if they take them off or they don't take them off. And then now it's you have to tell them they have to keep it on, and you have to remind them throughout the safari if they take it off to put it back on. I'm just like, so what we should have been doing from the beginning, but whatever. I digress. So I had this family yesterday, and they got told twice at the loading dock to put their masks back on because they sat down and immediately took them off. And it was like a mom and her 3 kids. And they all just took their masks off. And the guy who was loading them was like, hey, make sure you keep those masks on. And then the one little girl didn't put her mask back on. He was like, hey, just make sure that she's got her mask on. And so they all put the mask on. And then we leave. The second we pull away from the loading dock, they take the masks back down. I'm just like, hey, friends, he wasn't kidding. Keep those masks back on for me. And then 3 more times throughout my safari, I had to stop talking about the goddamn animals and start talking about the masks again. I'm like, keep your mask on over the nose, please. Over the nose, under the chin. Then we're good to go. But they would always just pull it down. I'm like, no. I don't want to see your nose. I don't want to up. Pull it up.
Defiant. That's what scares me about school going. Like for little kids.
Yeah.
With school and stuff, they trade like think about. I saw something that said like a kid trades his mask for another mask.
Oh yeah, like a Spider-Man for a Batman mask. Sort of,
yeah, exactly. And
that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah, like I don't know.
That's what's gonna happen to
that
little
was like,
kids.
Yeah.
I saw something that was like, they're really trying to send these kids back to school when there's third graders who cough like this, and it was like a picture of, it was just a dude who was like,
so true.
Yo, if you think about like all the dumb shit we did when we were kids, like,
oh my god, like we didn't know how to cough into our elbow. Come on, like that's
you cough on a kid as a joke.
Yeah.
Like,
people are like, are you sick? You just go, yeah.
Yeah.
But like now that gets you coronavirus.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't imagine the high schoolers and middle schoolers being able to want to even do that. Like the little kids, they're gonna be like, they'll like have it on, but then they'll just be like completely just forget about it and just be like, what? And then it will be gone.
Yeah.
Like high schoolers, I don't see them listening at all.
Yeah, no.
Well, like, I saw another thing on Twitter the other day that was like, there's gonna be high school girls that are gonna be like, Derek, give me my mask back. And I was like, that is so true. Like,
Very
that's
true,
what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because frickin' Derek is gonna be trying to be.
I mean, all I'm saying, no offense, but like really all the offense is that like people probably like 2 years younger than me and on are dumb as hell. They're just stupid. Yeah. I'll give it 3 years and on, but you know, they're pretty.
Yeah, because like we're dumb, and they're dumb as hell. Like, like give them a couple more years, and they'll graduate to being just dumb like us.
Yes.
So.
Oh.
Yeah.
We can keep going if anybody's got more stories, but Ben, remember how I was saying earlier that I had something that I want to talk about?
Oh, a debate thing?
Yeah, debate thing that I forgot about. Now I remember, so we can get back to it in a second if anybody else has anything else to talk about.
Hit it, man.
Yeah, I mean,
hit it, Fergie.
I'm just gonna take
actually, there was one thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Nick, I know we already talked about this at one point, but I don't remember what you said. Do you have your schedule for the fall and everything? For
Are
school?
you talking to me?
Are you Nick?
I didn't know.
Are you
if
talking
said-
to me?
You're talking to me.
So I do, but I have to check it again because last time I checked, all my classes were either online or they were like pending, like if they were going to be online or not. And then I just got a notification that one of my classes moved times, so I have to see if they are in person or not, because usually you wouldn't get like a notification about an online class moving times because they're usually pre-recorded. So I don't know, but I mean, my schedule I think is still the same. Yeah.
I just got mine for the fall today, and like I'm gonna be on campus every day, which is lame. But like half of my classes are, I think I'm taking 5, and 2 of them are like, or one of them is totally remote, and one of them is like I have it Mondays and Wednesdays. So like Mondays it's remote, and Wednesdays I go in, and like for half the class it's opposite.
Oh, okay.
Because it's in a computer lab and it doesn't fit everybody. So like,
Yeah.
But then like the other 3 are all in person.
Yeah.
So it's squirrely.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. I have to check everything. And I don't know. We'll see.
Just asking for that Rona, you know?
I know that's what I'm
Right.
nervous about. Like, I think my lectures are all online. but smaller classes might be in person.
I've yet to check
It's
ECC
like-
for telling them that I'm not going back, or if I am going back. I'm not going back, but just taking another class.
Yeah.
They've emailed me, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it. I'll tell you the day before I go back to class.
Yeah.
I had like a webinar thing the other day with the people that are like in charge of my program, and what?
How'd you hear that?
Yeah, what?
Did you whisper something? Did you whisper webinar, Dave? Okay.
How'd you?
You were
hear
just
that?
like. That word fascinates you, Dave? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, a webinar. And like they were saying that like they want to do as much as they can in person, but at the same time they're going to be recording all of the lectures in case like people have to be out for extended periods of time, like if they get sick or like somebody in their family's sick.
Yeah,
I'm
see, I
like,
figured, like,
What if like I would imagine that there could be a decent percentage of people that are just not comfortable going.
Yes.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, they need to, like, there has to be some accommodation for that. Like, you can't blame kids for not wanting to go to class
Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
Because, there's a global pandemic.
I mean,
And like somebody asked that, they like, you can type in the chat or whatever, and they're like, what if there's people that are like have pre-existing conditions and are like at higher risk, or people just aren't comfortable going, and they're like, oh well, we really want to do everything in person unless there's like somebody actually gets sick, or if somebody in the
Which will
family is
happen.
exposed.
Yeah.
or-
what happened?
Yes, it
right.
will happen.
And I'm like, and they're like, if you're really uncomfortable, just email us and we can talk about it and we'll figure something out for you. And I'm like, that means you have to go to
Nothing.
class.
Yeah, it means nothing. Classic us
Trash.
reacting after something has already blown up in our faces.
Yeah. There was literally
It's
a
so
kid
stupid.
that got it on campus after classes moved online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
There's been cases now of people who have been to Disney World since we've reopened. There were posts on Facebook that's saying like, hey, now that like we've been open for 2 weeks, has anybody gotten it? Or has anybody tested positive? And they're like, yeah, I just got back on this day and I've tested positive and my entire family has tested positive. I'm like, and they're like, I don't know if I got it from Disney World or the plane or the airport. I'm like, you're a fucking moron.
Yo, I saw something the other day that it was a lady, I think, went to Florida, and there was a lady there. She was talking.
A lot of ladies.
She was like talking to another woman, and she was talking about COVID and like where you can get tested, and the lady was like, "Oh, you can just pay for a fake negative test." I know tons
saw
of
that
people
on
that have
Twitter
done
today.
that. I'm like, what is wrong with you people?
Yeah,
Are you
really.
that stupid?
Yeah.
Like,
I saw that too.
people are really willing to go to that extent to lie to people.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so upsetting.
So bad.
I did when this whole thing, like, we can get off of this whole thing, but like when this whole thing started, I never imagined it was gonna be like such a debate between people.
Right, yeah,
about-
like
It's like
I just don't get how
it's
people are so
simple
divided
stuff.
over it.
It's so weird.
It's like, yeah, I'm
Oh, I
just
saw
gonna
a
pay money
statistic.
to get a negative result.
Yeah, like what?
I saw a statistic that it was like in America, like there's been 150,000 people that have died or something, or 150. I don't even know the number.
It was
That's a lot.
150,000.
Yeah, 150,000. That's what it was. And it was like 2,700 people died during 9/11. So it's like this is like 9/11 happening every day for like 55 days,
Yeah, I
Good.
saw that.
and
That's
people are
insane.
like, it's not real.
Yeah.
That's the most upsetting thing. The people who literally think it's not real.
Well, you know what I love saying is like I've said it to Mom and Dad, Joe, but
Mom and Dad Joe.
Mom and Dad Joe. Uncle Dave Joe. and
But,
Mom and Dave
uh,
Joe, Mom and Dad Joe.
but they were talking about it. I go, yeah, well, I mean, it's just a government employee, so it's whatever.
You said that to
I
them?
said it to them. I was like, they're just getting our DNA so they can make clones of us in 20 years.
Yeah.
But I do not believe that, for the record.
For the record, it is. We
But there's
believe that
people
coronavirus is
do.
real.
Yeah, there's people
Yeah.
that do.
Yeah.
And they're all the same type of person too. Like they're all
Not true.
all one person. What?
Nick, you see Michael Porter Jr. talking about it the other day?
No.
Bro.
Oh.
Who's Michael Porter Jr.?
Ridiculous.
Oh.
He's on the Denver Nuggets. He's a basketball player.
Oh.
He was saying some whack shit.
So he doesn't believe it's real.
I don't know what he thinks, but he was saying some weird stuff about it.
Are they in the bubble or no?
Yeah.
They are?
Yeah.
That's even worse.
What bubble? The bubble of not moving?
Oh, Nuggets
No,
talk
the NBA
to
bubble.
Michael Porter Jr. about coronavirus theory.
Yeah.
What in the world?
He was like on Instagram Live or something like that. Somebody like asked him about
He
it.
said it's a population control theory.
That's what I
That's
said
what
too.
it
I said that,
That's
listen.
what it was.
Dumb.
I was like, listen, they were just doing some population control over in China. And
Yeah, thinning the herd.
it got out of control.
And then I got a little out of hand.
And now we're losing people.
Stupid.
Man, I can't. But whatever, all I know is that 150,000 people in America have died.
Yeah, that's all anybody knows is that 150,000
And
have
then,
just
like-
died.
People all over the world also have died.
Yeah, it's just dead.
So, regardless of where this came from or whatever,
Something's going on.
tons of people have died from it.
People are dying.
That can't be argued. Like, I saw something somebody was saying like, it's not that serious or whatever, and then somebody was like, ask all these people that died if they thought.
Yeah,
it was serious.
Yeah. That and like people are saying now like they don't know the lasting effects of it. Like it's gonna stay in your system, like the flu does,
Yeah.
like chicken pox does,
Yeah.
like a lot of other things that are viruses do.
Right.
And if in the future you moron who wasn't wearing a mask gets a lung cancer from it, then who's gonna say it's fake?
Sorry,
Like,
I guess. You know?
yeah, like. Oh, I don't know. It's like it makes me want to walk up to anybody who thinks it's fake, who gets sick, and be like, "Stop faking it. Just stop faking your cold."
And then it was like, or even there's a guy in the Red Sox who tested positive for it, and now he's having like all these heart problems
Yeah,
that the doctors think could be related to COVID.
right.
Like he never had heart issues before,
Yeah.
And like it
while-
may not be directly correlated, but like
Yeah.
it's like it weakens your whole fucking body. You know.
There's the
Yeah.
COVID toes. Did you guys see that?
Or
What?
Yeah, dude. These people got fucked up toes now.
does he feel his heart problems? Or is that what the doctors told him?
Shut up,
The
Dave.
doctor?
Does he feel his heart?
Does he feel his heart problems?
I was so confused, like where you were going with that.
Because
No, I think he feels it. I mean, I haven't asked him about it personally, but you know.
I'm muting myself. My sister's calling me.
My lord. What are these posed, Nick?
Oh yeah,
I don't
COVID
know.
toes.
It was something I saw of people just getting messed up toes because of coronavirus.
Okay.
They turn like red and puffy.
Red and puffy toes
It's like a rash, sort of.
Oh, okay.
on your
That's weird.
toes.
Yeah.
Does it go away?
I have no idea. I haven't looked into it much since I last saw it, but I just saw an
I'm
art.
I have chronic COVID toe,
Yeah, hey.
Oh,
terminal COVID toe. Oof,
that would be rough.
oof.
Ever lose your toes?
Ah, did you hear about Jenny?
I had a terrible nightmare
I
last
had a
night.
COVID toe.
I had a terrible nightmare last night that I
Yeah.
lost both my legs.
Oh.
and
Like weren't attached to your body anymore, or you just couldn't find them?
like terrible accident, lost both my legs. Yeah,
Oh.
like
Prosthetics?
yeah. And they were like, I mean, they were pretty realistic prosthetics because like they just looked like my legs, but like I could screw them off, like
Yeah.
pop them off, sort of thing. But like that wasn't the scary part. Me losing my legs isn't what scared the cat. I mean, like when I woke up, I grabbed my legs right away because I was just like. But like the scary part of the dream, which like I woke up sweating, like I was drenched in sweat. I woke up. I was like in some mansion in the woods and I was like with the person who owned the mansion, and the mansion just exploded. And then the guy who was hurt more than I was explaining to me what happened. And so like while he was explaining it, my dream was replaying the explosion from a different angle in slow motion. And this guy, it was like a weird thing. And I watched this guy's legs get blown off his body, and it literally scared the crap out of me. And it was like, I don't even know what causes. I was terrified. I woke up sweating and just like I was like panting. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? It scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, that's rough.
I was not okay. Even now, I'm sweating just thinking about it. It's also really hot in my room, but like, it freaked me out. I've never had any sort of dream like that before. And I was just like, it's like, what the fuck is going on?
I hate dreams like where you get hurt.
Yes, it was not okay. So maybe I don't eat pizza right before bed anymore. I don't know. Like,
I'll just say it. When I was like 10, I had a dream my dick got cut off.
like with a knife or in a terrible accident?
A pair of scissors.
Oh.
I remember the dream. I was at the corner playground down the street.
Some guy just walks up. Give me a kid.
I was on the swing.
Give me a dick.
I was on the swing, and whoever was next to me pulled out a pair of scissors, and for some reason my pants disappeared. I didn't take them off. They just disappeared. Snip. And then I woke up.
Snip goes the dick.
I specifically remember being at the playground.
Yeah, you remember terrifying dreams where you get hurt like that. Like my legs coming off. I remember I woke up and I was just like, what's going on?
Dang, man.
But I would rather lose my legs than my dick, I think.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you get prosthetic legs.
You can't get a prosthetic dick. I mean, you can, but like it just doesn't work the same.
Do they have prosthetic dicks?
I'm sure they do.
Well, all I'm saying
Just like
is
a
that
dildo.
there are
You just, like,
people
stitch a
that. All I'm saying is that there are people.
You could have some fun with that if you had like if you like
customizable maybe.
Yeah, think about it, like detachable. If it just like slid in there, you could go like.
Yeah, be like, hey baby, what are you feeling tonight?
Purple.
Boom. Oh God.
Oh God. Oh.
What's up?
If only you knew, man. If
What
only you knew.
Get one that vibrates a little bit.
Oh my God.
So basically, what had happened was, Dave,
I'm sweating so much right now.
So Joe told us about a dream he had where he lost his legs.
He lost his
And
legs.
then
Yeah, this happened last night, Dave. I lost both my legs in a terrible accident.
Is this the debate that you were talking about?
No, this is not the debate.
Oh, okay.
And then Nick told us about a dream he had when he was 10, when his pee-pee got cut off. And somebody was like, I'd rather lose my legs than my dick. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, well, you can get prosthetic legs, but then we were talking about the idea of a prosthetic dick.
You
And
get that too.
Joe was like, what if you just had like a slot that you could just slide a variety of dildos in, depending on your mood?
A mood dick.
Different colors, sizes, functions. Did you say a mood dick, Dave?
Yeah.
Totally did. I was wondering if anyone caught that.
A mood dick.
A mood dick.
Just change it.
It changes
imagine-
colors depending on how
Can
you're
you
feeling.
imagine if you had a mood tick?
What if you just got like a cock ring that was like a mood ring?
Okay, we can.
Oh,
Oh,
So
man.
Joe, this debate thing.
Yeah. So,
I can't do this.
oh god. Oh, I'm so hot right now. It's not even funny.
Yeah, my rolls are getting a little soaked.
I'm like just right here, just wet.
Yeah.
Just wet. Anyways, so this conversation came up at work the other day. Have you guys seen, I imagine you have, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, whichever version
Yeah. The
You've
second
seen
one's
one
weird.
Which one's which?
Johnny Depp is in the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and then the other one is with
The old
not
dude.
Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Gene Wilder.
Thank
Come
you.
on,
Yeah.
dude.
Right. So we brought this up at work. What are your thoughts on Grandpa Joe, the grandfather who goes with Charlie to the chocolate factory?
Who like can't walk.
Yeah,
So-
who can't walk.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's bedridden. I'm gonna just put it out there right now, without being biased, and
Oh,
before
no.
you guys give your opinions. Grandpa Joe is the true villain of that movie. He's a liar and a cheat and a sconge because he lied about not walking. He basically did like a backflip when he got out of bed and Charlie won the golden ticket, or Charlie got the golden ticket. 2, he couldn't provide for his family, so he just mooched off them and lived in their house with them, with 3 other old people. And then the second Charlie gets a golden ticket, he's just like, "Oh, let's go!" And blah, blah, blah. And then in the original, he almost gets, he almost makes Charlie lose the chocolate factory because
it's the burping thing.
because
right?
of the burping thing. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was like, "Charlie, it's fine. Nobody's gonna find out." And Grandpa Joe is like, and it's like, "You're a fucking asshole, Grandpa Joe." And then he gets mad at Willy Wonka for not giving Charlie the thing. That's all I'm saying. Grandpa Joe is an asshole.
I have 2 things.
Yes.
I never saw the old one with Gene Wilder. I don't quite remember the one with
Well, Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. And I don't really care for that movie at all.
Yes, I agree with the third.
So
I
I'm pretty
think
sure I've
in the-
watched it
in the
once,
moment-
and that's it. And I was like, this movie sucks.
In the
second
one with
one's
Johnny Depp,
weird.
it is weird, but
It's
I don't
weird.
think that whole thing happens the same way. Like, I think Charlie turns down the chocolate factory originally,
Yeah.
and then there's some
Second
shit with
one
Johnny
is
Depp
good.
and his dad, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Because his dad's a
He
dentist.
goes to the dentist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
just
remember
the
that
second
part.
one.
I remember
And
the
his
girl
dad's like,
turning
I
blue.
haven't,
Well, that happens in both. Yeah.
I haven't seen bicuspids like these since Charlie.
Yeah, that was weird.
The music in the second one is banging. Augustus Gloop, the big factory, nincompoop. That bangs, dog.
Yeah.
I almost said Lollipop Guild, and then I realized that's Wizard of Oz.
That is Wizard of
That's
Oz.
what
Yeah.
back to Grandpa Joe though.
Grandpa Joe.
I think he's doing things right.
Oh.
In the sense that, like, the other 3 grandparents are all bedridden, and they, even when Charlie gets the golden ticket, they still don't get up.
Well, I don't think they can.
They're just chilling. Right. So, like, if they can't, just chill with them, you know? Relax. Take it easy.
Right, but like they're living in a
Yeah.
shack.
Yeah.
Grandpa Joe, if he'd gotten it off his ass and provided for his family, maybe they were living in a little bit nicer apartment or something.
A slightly bigger shack. No, like, he's too old to work.
Well, yeah, I understand that now, but like he clearly wasn't able to provide at a younger age as well when he was able to work, which is why shack.
You don't know his backstory.
Well, he's living in his family's house in a bed that he shared with 3 other old people. I'm just saying he couldn't provide.
I
At
typed
the time, you don't know before that.
I typed in Grandpa Joe, and it just said, "Why does everyone hate Grandpa Joe?" Yo, Grandpa Joe's 96 and a half years old.
In that movie?
There's no way. He's
So you're telling me this man got up and did a backflip, but he's just
He didn't
lying
do
in bed?
backflip. He didn't do a
96.
backflip. He did a jig, if anything.
A jig's too much for 96 and a half years old.
I'm playing softball with 75-year-olds that are sick with it, dude. Like
They're not 96 though.
Oh,
give 'em
wait.
20 years.
Grandpa Joe worked for Willy Wonka?
Correct.
Oh.
In
Oh,
the
so
original
he...
or in the Johnny Depp one?
In the original.
Oh, stop.
Both.
And then he got fired. He got fired and then became a lazy piece of shit.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
No, he was depressed. He
Okay,
was just laying in bed with his
Right,
wife.
but then Charlie gets the chocolate factory, and Grandpa Joe almost ruins that for him, when in reality he should have
And
like
then
Charlie
at
get
the
this chocolate
end-
factory.
At the end, he's up and he's like sweeping the floor. And then he's a happy grandpa again.
That's
bedridden when there's work to do, dances when there's free chocolate. Yeah.
He's an asshole.
He's got it figured out.
So, but he's still an asshole. He's
I mean,
a
yeah,
mooch.
he's living life, but
He's doing things the right way.
eating his goddamn cabbage soup like a jerk.
Yeah, he's got that.
That's right.
Don't do that.
I literally, I
Okay.
typed Grandpa Joe and it says Grandpa Joe from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He's the internet's most hated man.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, guys. Relax.
I mean, I'd argue against that by far, but
Yeah, probably not the most hated man on the internet, but a close second.
Okay. was that headline written post 2016?
It was, yeah. Or no. What's post?
Oh.
After, right?
Post is after, yeah.
Thank you. Okay, it's 2014.
Oh, okay.
Oh, then yeah. Everything changed in 2016.
It's true. But yeah, so Ben, you're saying you are agreeing he is a mooch, but you think he's doing it and you're proud of him.
Correct.
Okay. Because you would do the same thing.
I never said that, but now that you're saying it for me, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
I just think
I will
he
neither
could have
confirm
done.
nor deny.
I think he could have done more.
Does Charlie work? Because this says Grandpa.
Charlie's like 11.
It said Grandpa Joe laid in bed for 20 years while his daughter and grandson worked their asses off to support him.
Yeah, I don't think he worked.
Didn't the dad?
Didn't he
work at,
shine
like, a
shoes?
toothpaste factory.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I haven't watched that
And the
movie in a
second one.
long
And the more recent one, the dad worked at like a toothpaste factory because he and Charlie were building a replica of the chocolate factory out of the caps of the toothpaste
time.
tubes.
Does Charlie have a dad in the first?
I didn't
one?
think he had a dad.
No, he has a dad.
in the
Because
first.
they were building the things out of the toothpaste caps. And then his job got replaced by a machine. And that's why they had no money. You guys even see the movie?
Yo, someone put Grandpa Joe and Joe Exotic together. Oh, you love to see it.
Dave, you're not in focus, by the way.
He just.
Close enough.
Good enough, yeah.
Sure.
Well,
Yeah, Grandpa Joe, asshole. Confirm.
asshole. Yeah.
Smart.
Come on. Why'd you have to point this
Smart.
out to me, bro?
Dave, what are your
Easily
thoughts
do
on
it.
Grandpa Joe?
I don't care.
Okay, so we got two assholes and a smart man and a don't care.
Two assholes in
That should be the new title for this podcast.
Two
Two
assholes, a smart man, and I don't care.
Yeah, precisely.
Oh.
Precisely.
Or I
all
take a nap!
Jesus.
All right, let's do trivia.
Yeah.
Go take
Week
a
40.
nap. Week what?
Last week was week 1. I have 1 point. Nick has 0 points. Joe and Dave both have 1 point.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Somebody just start peeing into a cup.
No. I just.
Ben, did you say pick a number?
I did.
Who?
7.
Oh, I was like.
I'm like, Dave, you gonna do anything?
I
Or
was counting the ice cubes to pick a number.
What is the capital of Chile?
Oh no. I feel like I took Spanish, but I don't.
Chile.
They don't have a capital, okay?
Oh wait.
It's not a state.
Oh, I think. Oh,
Dave,
wow.
what's the capital of the United States?
Wait, do states have capitals?
Yeah.
And countries have capitals?
Yeah, our capital is Washington D.C.
I think I knew that, but
I'm sure you did. I'm almost positive.
I did not think.
Oh, what is this?
All right, so Chile.
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 I got my answer.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm locked in, by the way. Just
Shit. I feel like we learned this in Spanish class. That's why it's.
Yeah, we definitely did.
How do you spell that?
spell
Okay.
what?
I think I spelled it incorrectly, but
Well,
Okay.
As long as you know how to pronounce
I'm
it.
pretty sure it's wrong, but I have an answer.
I
5 seconds, Nick.
Oh fuck. Whatever. I'll think of something.
all right.
Okay. Joe, what are you thinking?
I just put the letter C. Chile.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I couldn't even name a city in Chile if I tried.
Yeah, honestly.
Dave, what are you thinking?
Caliente. Hot chili.
Hot.
Yeah, that's it. I bet.
I bet you it is.
I said Bogota. but I'm
Bogota?
pretty sure that's Colombia.
Yeah, Bogota.
That's Colombia.
Bogota,
think it's
Colombia. Yeah.
That sounds right.
yeah, I like how you guys do that too. You're just like this with the country after like to see if it sounds correct.
Nick?
Nick, what do you think?
I don't know. It's something that starts with an M, maybe.
Mopar?
Mamas.
Mama's chili.
Santiago.
What?
What is it?
Oh yeah.
Santiago.
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 Shit.
Yeah. So
Bogota.
I think. Who's calling me? I think me and Nick get a point.
Why?
Mama's chili? Hot chili, dude.
If we're going off that, Joe had the only logical answer.
No, but ours were better because Joe said
I'd argue
C.
that mine was also logical.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
Ben was
So
also
it's
logical.
unconscious.
I'm willing to say nobody gets any points for this. That I'm happy with no points award. I would take a point for being funny with the letter C. But then with that, I think hot chili was also funny.
I think Mama's chili was
I think
pretty
it was
funny.
I would think it was just a nothing, a wash. Just
Yeah,
a
I
wash.
think not. No
Alright.
points.
No points.
That's a wash.
Have we had a
Zero
week where there's been no
across the
points?
board.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay
Yeah,
with
me too. Because generally we just go to another question if we're really that bad, but at least this time we had some guesses.
it. Not today.
Not
All
today.
right. We wrapping then, boyos?
Straight rapid facts on stacks.
They just can spit bars.
Facts on
Okay.
I feel
stacks.
like the time that Dave tried to sing the outro.
On
Now
racks.
Yeah.
Oh.
We should have a song.
All right.
I'm gonna take Dave's sound clips and make a remix for real.
Video.
Video kill the rain. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching episode 40 of The Shuffle. My name is Ben. You can follow me on the social medias at Ben Jacobs, BNJAKOSY, Twitter, Instagram. My LinkedIn is it's my name. I'm not gonna add you on LinkedIn if I don't know you. It's kind of my philosophy. Like if I wouldn't actually recommend you for anyway. My eat of the week. So yesterday was National Chicken Wing Day. So I had a chicken wing extravaganza with some of my friends.
Hey, Nick, can you believe that
I got
Ben ditched us on French Fry Day and Chicken Wing Day?
Oh, can we clip that?
Yeah. I got it.
Can Will add that to his soundboard?
Dave, Will showed me that Will played the clip of you laughing for me the other night.
Yeah.
I thought it was so funny.
Anyways, Ben, Chicken Wing Festival.
So we got wings from 4 different places, and they're all really good. So that was mine.
Like it.
I've been Nick. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram. I think I'm gonna come back to Twitter. Yeah, been missing tweeting, but
Bring back the water tweets.
no one will understand those. Mel, that's kind of the point of it. But
Water.
SoundCloud mix coming either tomorrow or Saturday. I'm halfway done.
Bro, you said last week
Yeah, I
that
know.
was coming. Like,
And then I
one day.
remembered yesterday that I said last week, and I was like, I'm gonna start this. But yeah, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, at Nick J Ventura. Eat of the week. Had some pulled pork yesterday. Very good. Little baked beans, some cornbread.
Strips
Yeah.
Bane.
Got a band.
It was primo.
String bean.
I love string band.
Frankie Primo's.
Oh, Frankie Primo's is decent. Yeah.
My turn?
Yep.
Okay, you can follow me on my photography Instagram, Sharky_photography. My regular Instagram, Secret Agent Sharky. Twitter, Joe Shark 5796. YouTube, subscribe, please. Joe Sharky. And I think that's pretty much everything I can think of right now. My eat of the week. I don't remember what I ate this week. So I'm going to go with something very simple. I got McDonald's after work the other day. Some chicky nugs with the barbecue sauce and some French fries. I got the meal. It comes with fries and a drink, you know. And then I got an extra side of fries because I was really feeling fries. So I ate a lot of fries that day. And I was happy.
So,
Fries on
As a
pies
fry.
on cries on tries.
just give up.
You ever just really want to die? Because I do.
Dave Sharky, everybody.
But yeah, so that's what I got. It's McDonald's number 6 chicken nuggets with barbecue sauce, fries, and a large orange Fanta. No ice.
Hey, McDonald's, bring back High C. You.
Whoa.
I won't take that for it.
Oh my god, that would have been so funny. Dave.
I'm Dave. I've been off of it now for 2 months.
What?
Anyways,
Off of what?
The AA meeting, David.
you can follow me on Instagram _David Sharkey _ twitch.tv/great white sharky G-R-8 white sharky. I had Popeye's number 9 spicy chicken sandwich the other day for the first time ever.
How was it?
Pretty good. Wasn't that spicy? I would
How would you
say
compare it to Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A's spicy. Chick-fil-A's is spicier. And I haven't had Chick-fil-A in a long time. I just know that it's spicier. And the Popeyes, like, crust, like, around the chicken, like, it had a lot of, it was crunchy around the edges. I wasn't a fan of that. It was like, I bit into, like, pretty much just the flour crunch.
Just like the breading?
Yeah. It was just a crunch of breading. And I was like,
And it wasn't spicy.
And I could taste it. I could taste the
It's just
spiciness.
the sauce. That's why, right?
Yeah. And they had the. I completely didn't tell them to not put pickles on it. And as Ben was saying earlier today, that pickles just contaminate everything.
They do.
What?
So
No.
I took the 2 pickles off, but I could still taste the pickle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
The pickle juice gets infused.
But they put that on Chick-fil-A sandwiches, don't they?
Yeah.
Now I take those off, and I really don't taste them. So I think they had
I just don't get
heftier.
pickles.
I think they had heftier pickles on.
Dear.
That's a hefty pickle.
Well, I want to make sure that they give me the pickles, so I'm making sure I'm wasting their ingredients for charging me this much for a sandwich, okay? And then I just throw the pickles out and say "F you," okay?
Okay.
Mom is calling him.
All right. And of course, you can follow the podcast on Twitter at CSGPod. That is CSGPOD. Give us a follow and subscribe to the YouTube channel at The Shuffle Podcast. Click that bell.
Yeah.
Smash that like button. Whatever the cool cats are doing these days. Let us know what you want to talk us about next week. That didn't make sense.
Let us know what you want us to talk us about.
Yep.
And comment what you think about Grandpa Joe and how much of an asshole he is.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
That's
Smart guy.
No, asshole. But
See you next time, y'all.
later.